A 70 years old, retired, and finally able to enjoy the quiet mornings you always dreamed of. For one woman, that meant a cup of coffee, a chair on her porch, and the simple joy of watching the birds. Cardinals, blue jays, finches, all gathering at the little feeder she had hanging by her window. It wasn't big, it wasn't messy, just a small wooden feeder that brought her happiness. But one morning she checked her mailbox and found a letter from the HOA. It read, "Remove unauthorized decoration immediately. Bird feeders are prohibited. Non-compliance will result in fines of $50 per day." Her heart sank. $50 a day for a bird feeder? The HOA claimed it attracted pests, that it wasn't approved, that it ruined the community aesthetic. She couldn't believe it. She had lived there for years, always keeping her yard neat. The feeder was clean. She even swept around it every day to make sure nothing was left behind. Still, the HOA demanded it be taken down. She tried reaching out. She explained how much it meant to her, how she kept everything tidy. Their cold reply, "Rules are rules. The feeder must go." The woman felt crushed. Her simple joy, her morning ritual, was under attack. But word spread in the neighborhood, and to her surprise, many of her neighbors sided with her. Some admitted they loved walking by her house just to see the birds. Others said their children enjoyed pointing them out. Soon, neighbors began pushing back. They said the HOA was being unreasonable. Some even volunteered to sign a petition. Encouraged, the woman started researching, and that's when she discovered something important. In her city, there was no law banning bird feeders. In fact, homeowners were encouraged to maintain safe and clean feeders as long as they did not cause real nuisances. The HOA had no legal grounds to ban them outright. Armed with this knowledge, she prepared for the next HOA meeting. When her case was called, she stood up, holding the violation letter in one hand and her research in the other. She explained how carefully she maintained the feeder. She shared the petition signed by her neighbors. And then, she read aloud the city ordinance, pointing out that the HOA had overstepped its authority. The room was quiet. Then, one by one, her neighbors began clapping. The board members looked uncomfortable. They tried to argue that feeders might attract pests, but without proof, their claim was weak. Finally, under the pressure of both the community and the facts, the HOA relented. The fines were dropped, the violation erased, and the bird feeder stayed. But it didn't end there. Inspired by her fight, several other neighbors put up feeders of their own. Soon, the neighborhood was alive with birdsong every morning. What the HOA had tried to silence became something that brought the entire community together. This story shows how HOAs sometimes try to crush even the smallest joys. But when you know your rights and your community stands with you, you can protect the things that matter most. So tell me, would you fight your HOA if they tried to ban something as simple as a bird feeder? Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon. Because every week we share the wildest real HOA stories you believe.